these warehouses are going to be huge.
In January, there was a little sign placed in the woods on Abingdon Road about maybe 100 feet from the parsonage of St. Francis de Sales. And that's when we started protesting, and we've been protesting ever since.
We had serious concerns about the effect this massive project would have on the area residents and the wetlands on the property.
I live in Cokesbury Manor. I've been there for a little over 15 years now. And great neighborhood. Couldn't be better, just like the rest of all of our neighborhood. In the early summer, this county council voted to allow Abingdon, Joppa, and Edgewood to be combined into one district so they can get state funding to give it to the developer to help cut down the trees, displace the animal, bring us noise, bring us pollution, destroy our schools. Our Department of Transportation, when they had the hearing right, they didn't see no problem then. The police department, the spokesman there, he didn't see no problem. Our county executive don't see no problem. But we do know that he saw a problem when he tried to put a power line up there in northern part of Harford County, don't we? You know what he said? He said the power line doesn't mesh with the community. But a big 3 warehouses over 1 million square feet each can match with our community. The noise, the smoke, the pollution, 24 hours a day.
The presentation here on March the 6th, lot number 1,056,000 square feet. Now to me that sounds like a sizable amount. Lot number 2, 600,000 square feet. Lot number 3, 300,000 square feet. And they want for us, the taxpayers, to subsidize that.
They want capital to be able to get these people to come in and invest so that they can get them built and they can start having and selling them off.
I don't believe in funding this with our taxpayer dollars and shooting ourselves in the foot with it.
This alleged progress simply does not outweigh the problems that it's going to bring.
A wonderful plan called the Greenways Master Plan, and you all voted for it. And that was a giant leap, quantum leap forward in planning, land use planning, planning for people, planning for the future, planning for our environment for this county. The Abingdon Business Park takes up the entire Greenways area that is on that master plan.
The International Panel on Climate Change came out with a study in October of 2018 that we have 12 years left in order to get emissions, to get carbon emissions down to 45% of what they were in 2010. So that's a big drop, and we cannot make that happen if we're still cutting down forests. We just can't.
Wetlands are the soggy marshes found along shorelines and floodplains. They do more for us than we do for them. The value of wetlands extends beyond the evenings in early spring like now, when a chorus of peepers makes the woods come alive with the sound of their music. Sadly, Maryland has already lost 45 to 65% of her original wetlands. But we don't have to continue our destructive ways.
We shouldn't be hoodwinked into this, none whatsoever, because this is a bad deal for us. I was down in Carolina the weekend for a funeral. Some friends of mine say, Harford County is nothing but warehouses now. And not that those warehouses are producing livable wages. They're not. You see them built, then next day you see them empty.
Once you give these tax credits, and supposedly they're good for 10 years, and they're only good if you employ so many people, who goes to see when they close one of these buildings and no longer have any employees? Do they take away the tax credits, and do you have to pay back?
If you have a business or have something, redo it. Use that footprint. But don't go ahead and put more warehouses and take up land.
It's not sitting on the edge of a community, it's sitting in the middle of them. It's all the way around, three sides of it is houses.
This particular project is going to decrease their property values. It affects their ability to be able to provide for their families.
They don't need our private little road back there to have 500 tractor trailers coming up and down.
Also, just imagine you are on 95, 77A, you're heading north, you're trying to make that exit there. Can you imagine what it's going to be like if 15 or 20 trucks are trying to make that left and then get up on 24 and then make another left for them to go into that property there? We'll have a parking lot in our county on 95 without collecting any toll.
I mean, we're talking about global warming. We're talking about a whole lot of issues that are going to come up. Most of you people and me are going to be dead in 20 years.
Let's do the right thing today and protect our remaining wetlands, as they have always protected us.
Philadelphia Station.
Philadelphia Station.
Cokesbury Manor. All right. Autumn Run. Pomeroy Manor.
People gonna rise like the waters, gonna shut this business park down. I hear the voices of my great-granddaughters saying, do not harm this ground.
Make sure that we all appear at the hearing and talk about why this is not needed and why it's going to impact downstream waters. Because better decisions are made with better information. That's the next step in this, is to get everyone back to a formal hearing that's recorded, that's going to allow people to talk about their property interest, their recreational interest, their environmental and aesthetic interests.
In a great cause, in a great neighborhood, to fight for something that is initiative, something that my granddaughter is going to need. And I'm taking these pamphlets back to Delaware State and I'm saying, hey, this is what's happening, and it's happening right down the road. So it's going to go up the road. But the good thing that I like about this group here is that you guys have gotten in front of it.
The whole idea of this Abingdon Woods Business Park is ridiculous.